Mumbai's culture square, Colaba Causeway. It is said you can never return home empty stomach or empty-handed once you arrive. The stretch begins from Regal Cinema and goes on till the Electric House. The original name of the street is Shaheed Bhagat Singh Road. The street still preserves some of its Victorian and colonnade architecture. It was built in 1838, one of the early reclamation projects. Photographs from early days show a seascape filled with serenity and silence. People settled in this area have lived here for decades. They have experienced and have become a part of the evolution of this street.
My name is John Meresis. I come originally from Goa, but I was born in Pune. I have been living in this area since 1957 when I came from Pune for 12 years at the YMCA, and I was lucky enough to get this flat from the church. This building belongs to the Catholic Church since 1969. The Colaba Causeway at that time was mostly residential. What I mean was, commercial establishments were restricted to the ground floor of the buildings. People lived on the upper floors. There were a lot of migrants that time, not so much from Maharashtra as from Goa and Bangalore and Kerala. Secondly, when we used to, the Colaba Causeway was not crowded, the footpaths were not crowded. If we met people there, as I said, it was residential. Very often it used to be a place to chat. And you had groups of people along the footpaths of the Colaba Causeway chatting, which you don't see today.
Yeah.
I was very much here and I might have been caught and finished. The reason is, I do not keep a printer, as you can see for yourself.
Right.
I go to a cyber cafe for printing, and I had the habit after dinner of going to a cyber cafe in a very lane at about 9:15. It so happened that that day I did not go to the cyber cafe, I was at home. I do not watch TV very much, and I must have been doing some work at the table, and I heard what sounded like crackers, and I thought people were firing crackers on the road. But lo and behold, in about 10 minutes, a friend of mine, David Suarez from the next building, telephoned me. He was worried about me. And he asked me, John, do you know what has happened? I said, I don't know what has happened. He said, there has been some firing on the road. Then he told me that the police came from the Colaba Causeway with lathis, but they found that it was more serious. They went back with their lathis and they brought their guns.
Right.
Then I put on the TV set and I started on the TV channels, the English channels, nothing had come for some time.
Right.
The regular program was going on. It first appeared in about half an hour's time on Archduck.
Right.
And in another 15 or 20 minutes on the remaining TV channels, then I knew what had happened, and being close enough to Taj, I could hear the firing from two sources, via TV and directly in my flat over here. And I remained awake till 3 o'clock in the morning. Still, I got up at about 6 in the morning, and when I went downstairs at 8, there were two armed personnel with helmets and guns on the ground floor of this building. And the streets were deserted. Then I came to know what had happened.
However, now, Colaba Causeway is a market extending from a scattered collection of stalls to a seemingly never-ending boardwalk of irresistible things. Approaching the market entrance to Colaba Causeway, you are greeted with thousands of exquisite jewelry, a variety of sunglasses, exotic watches, antique household pieces, and a plethora of clothes and accessories. A shopaholic's dream come true. After you've satiated yourself with shopping, catch a movie at the famous Regal Art Deco movie theatre, India's first air-conditioned theatre, built in 1933. The Regal Cinema was the lead theatre hosting the 18th Mami Film Festival. Causeway has also been blessed with a number of Iranian cafes. Cafe Mondegar is one of them, the very first to introduce a jukebox in Mumbai. Next, Cafe Leopold, one of the first sites to be attacked during the 26/11 attacks. One can still see the preserved signs of attacks. Evident bullet marks are visible. But the bullet marks are not the only part of this cafe that have had a lasting impression on the minds and the lives of the people here. As a conclusion, we can only say that Mumbai is a melting pot of culture, and Colaba Causeway can be perfectly described as its epitome. No tourist or Mumbaiker can resist themselves from getting attracted to its charm and aura, which can't be defined in words.